What's going on, YouTube? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some Monster Legends. I want to thank you guys so much for coming out with me today. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright guys, today, we've got some stuff to do, nothing really crazy, but before we jump into anything else, I do want to address one thing. In the Japanese Dojo. Dojo maze. It's Dojo, I know. But anyways, the other day when I put out my my video on, where you can get free to play, a lot of people took that the wrong way. Alright, they were thinking that's the highest monster I can get. And that's not true. Okay? That is the cumulative max you're going to get to. That means you pick up the first monster, you pick up the second monster, the third monster, in order, picking up the monsters all together. So you're getting all those monsters out of the maze. If you want to do what I call key hunting, i.e., like I've already mathed it out for you guys, if you want to get Harasami down here, you can get him for free to play as a 5 times a day login player, probably even 4 times a day login player, if you only key hunt. That means you're going to push Karasu down to the last key he gets, Mekarasu down to the last key he gets. Same down here with Kaori. Do the same thing with all your your monsters. You get them down to the last key in their path, then you quit until you get to the keys you want for your monster and you move that monster out. So you can pull Harasami out for about 18,000 maze coins, but that's only Harasami. You will get nothing else. You won't get any of the epics, any of the legendaries, just Harasami. So yes, you can key hunt your way into getting monsters out of the maze, and my my analysis don't cover key hunting. Okay, they cover what you're going to be able to do in a cumulative sense, picking up all the monsters, because most people are trying to collect as many monsters as possible, and that's kind of what I cover. Maybe in the future I can try to run in some key hunting stuff, just because it's kind of useful information for some people. So maybe in the future I'll do that. But just wanted to clear that up to you guys. First, I was just saying, your math's way wrong. It doesn't take 30,000 coins to get Harasami out of the maze. It does. If you pick up every monster in a row, it does take 30,000 coins to get Harasami out of the maze. But if you do it just as a key hunting way, yes, you can get it much cheaper. All right? Okay. So with that out of the way, today we are going to gather up this rune because it's right here in my face, and we're going to try to, I don't know, the 4 laying around, we do. Try to get you to a 5 speed. Will you be a 5 speed for us? You'll be a 5 something, so that's good news. Alright. So today, there's a survival dungeon going on. Right in this area place here. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and I'm going to show you the best team that I think there is for survival dungeons. Alright? It's super powerful. It almost never fails. I don't think it ever actually really fails. But sometimes you may take a damage depending on who you're fighting. Okay? So, for example, here we go. It's this team. Just kidding. This team blows huge Sakoi. This is not it. This is not it. Alright, it's actually going to be, wait for it, keep waiting, Bluefish Lady. Yes. Alright. It's also going to be, keep waiting for it. It's going to happen. Just keep believing, peeps. General Howler. Yep. And, somewhere down this area place. Keep going. Believe. Bet you that's a lot easier. There it is. Ha ha ha. Yes, Bonnie Fire Shalinar. Alright. Why is this team so powerful? Well, let's quickly demonstrate. Let us quickly go through and demonstrate why this team is probably the best team for survival dungeons, because it's pretty much a guaranteed win every time. Alright. Here we go. Are you ready? Step 1. Elite Sea Troops. What does this do? 1. Refills all stamina points to your entire enemy team, gives damage boost and precision to all allies. So it sounds like a good idea. Let's pop that. Bang! Everybody's maximum energy, damage, and accuracy. Next turn, Fenrir. Ready for this? You've probably seen this before, because I've used this in PvP. I've actually used this in the adventure map, because it's one of the best teams for the adventure map as well, like going through the little nodes. We'll pop Rage of Fenrir on Shalinar. Shalinar blocks the stun and gains triple damage. Here you go. So now Shalinar's got double damage, 50% damage, and accuracy. You're going to go ahead and pop the Inner Fire to get the double damage on top of that, like so. And look at the damage this does, even to a fire monster, okay? Now, my survival dungeons have been ramped up a little bit because I got a 105 recently, Baba Yaga, so it ups the difficulty of your dungeons. If you didn't know that, your highest ranked monster generally dictates the difficulty of your dungeons. But you'll see this guy's a fire monster here, a level 112 Fire Kong. Not really high level, and it's an uncommon, or a rare uncommon. But whatever. We're going to drop a Firestorm here, and as you can see, it's going to kill him, even though it's weak against him. Let's pop it. Bam. As you can see, 38,000 damage to a weak element. Okay, so that's going to pretty much slay almost everything. And keep in mind, this is only level 100 Shalinar. These aren't ranked up legends at all. These are your base level. All right, and the good news is all that stamina that I just used in that round, the Savage Pills, the Inner Fire, the Firestorm, in the next round, when I go to fight again, lucky me, if it'll load one day. What's going on here, peeps? Do it! Do it! What is happening? There we go. Holy crap, some massive amounts of lag there. Don't know what's going on. But, whatevs. We'll go ahead and jump in and fight like so. And as you see, Elite Sea Troops is going to top all that stamina off at the first of the round, like so. So all that lost stamina is immediately back, and we're ready to rinse and repeat the process. Doing the same thing again. Rage of Fenrir, up here on Shalinar, like so. Like that. Stun is blocked. She's ready to go. Double damage, 50% accuracy, 50% damage. The accuracy is really nice on this because it means you're never going to miss your AoE, which is great. Now, occasionally, at the end of your runs and stuff like that, you may run into like Lucifiers and stuff like that that you can't one-shot with Firestorm and stuff like that, and that's okay. If you do take a little... Ooh, Inferno Stampede. Disgusting. Get wrecked. Could be great. It's going to do a ton of damage. 177,000, that's right. Poof, everybody's dead. If you get that against Lucifer, it doesn't matter, he's dead anyway. But sometimes at the end of, like, more towards the end of your survival dungeon, you're going to run into monsters that you can't one-shot that are fire-based, like, you know, Lucifer, stuff like that. When that happens, it's not really a big deal. Your next turn, you just swap in an actual denial. I mean, you can use General Thades. I wouldn't recommend it because Stamina Devours eats her stamina up. And that's not good because it doesn't regen between rounds. But swap in like a different denial, you know, a Nishant's Pet, Cabin Fish, something like that, and a healing support to, you know, top off any damage you may have lost in life over that, you know, that first turn when you got hit. And then you come back in with your normal team after that when everybody's topped back off with health, and rinse and repeat the process over and over again. So it's a very, very simple idea. You know, obviously the stamina refill every turn, the damage boost, the accuracy, and you can spam it. You'll never miss your attacks, you're going to always hit, and you're always going to do a ton of freaking damage. And mind you, my Shalinar only has 2 level 5 strength runes on. It's not like a maxed out Shalinar, okay? You can make this Shalinar 10 times stronger. In fact, using 1 strength rune, a level 10, would make her hit harder than 2 level 5s. So, it's not like that this is like some, you know, crazy way out there, have to wait a million years to get team. If you have these 3 monsters, you can pick these 3 up. General Thades, Team Shop, you know, Fenrir and Shalinar, at best, you're going to spend 500 gems getting those 2 monsters. It's going to make all these dungeons a joke. The adventure map and dungeons, not even a problem anymore. As you can see, we're going to drop another huge, massive amount of damage, like so. And nothing lives. It just immediately walk through, and each turn you're refreshing your stamina. There's nothing really to worry about. You know, it's a very laid-back approach to doing the survival dungeons. Not really very challenging. So, there you go. There you go, guys. Man, this loading is taking for freaking ever. I don't know what's going on right now, but we're going to go ahead and spin this wheel up now that it's available. Like so. Grab us a hot level 1 strength rune. Probably the best strength rune in the game. Do we want to do another one? Why not? We'll just go ahead and burn our stamina out because... You know what I'm saying? I've got the 5 stams. We're going to use the 5 stams. Now, as you can see, my Bluefish Lady sucks. She's only got level 3 speed runes on because I don't play with her much. I don't like her for PvP. A lot of people do. She makes a good defender, but she's so easily countered. Just not big on her. That's just me. So I've never really geared mine up like heavily with like level 5 and 7 runes or whatever. Just hasn't been something I've really focused on. Simply because everyone's already built their teams to counter General Thades. You know, when you run into a Voltaic on defense, that's what it's built for. It's built to counter your Thades. That's the entire job of Voltaic. That's why I run my PvP attack team with Demise, who has higher base speed than Thades, and Voltaic, because Voltaic will pretty much wipe out Thades no problem. So everything is really geared around defending against her right now. As new monsters come out and more solid replacements to, you know, General Thades arrive, you'll start seeing her used less and less, I think, because her base speed is pretty low for denial. So maybe in the future you start seeing stuff like that, especially with this new update allowing possession to be like an actual usable status effect on defense. You might see more Hacksters, Disasters, and stuff like that popping up on defense. Due to the fact that if you possess somebody's monsters, they have no control over what that monster does, and that's very powerful. That means you can actually kill a team with better monsters than yours just because you possess them, and that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. Like I said, this should have been the way possession worked from the beginning, but for some reason, Social Point was like, nah, we're going to make it really bad for defense, and it was. I mean, anytime I saw somebody using possession on defense, I felt like it was a very safe attack to take for me. Because I could, with Shalinar, I could power through it. It wasn't really a big deal. And with, what's-his-face, with Voltaic, all you gotta do is hit your own team one time. Okay, you hit your team one time, and you get all your extra attacks to go through and lay waste the enemy team. So it wasn't really a big deal to counter. Voltaic will still counter it. On like, if you're attacking with a Voltaic and someone possesses your Voltaic, you'll probably still be fine to win that battle because Voltaic will attack once and get his turn back without possession, and you can go on your merry way. You know what I'm saying? So, nothing's really dethroned him yet as one of the best defenders and attackers in the game. But something will soon, Everything has its heyday, and everything gets beaten sooner or later. So, sooner or later, you're going to see something that counters Voltaic, and I'm not going to lie. When I can spin this roulette up, so this new monster that is in the maze, the last one, I can't remember what its name is. I'm going to take a second here, and I'm going to look at it, just so I don't sound like a complete mofron. Let's go ahead and back out of here, so. What was it? Can I look it up over here using this? I can. Aha! Kihaku. Kaihaku? I don't know. Whatever, that guy. He has skills that do not only possess, but they freeze in a single skill. Stuff like that's very effective against monsters with, like, hardened and bulwark traits. Even monsters like, it wouldn't be against Warthak, because he blocks everything. But like Lucifer that blocks freeze, doesn't block possess. So having a 1 AoE skill that can do both is pretty powerful. But if you looked on the wiki, if they haven't changed it yet, that skill takes like 56 stamina. It's a very heavy stamina cost. But because it has both status effects, it is good against like Bulwark and Hardened monsters. But it's not that good against monsters that don't have those status effects. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, if you're playing somebody immune to freeze and you cast that skill, you'll still get the possess. You're playing somebody immune to possess, you cast that, you'll still get the freeze. But like a normal monster with like immunity to blind or immunity to stun, you're going to freeze and possess, and it kind of wastes the possess. And it's a very heavy stamina cost skill. So you're still going to be blasting through 56 stamina to freeze and possess somebody when really only the freeze is going to count. So I don't know. He's situational. I think he'll shine a lot in your top-end gameplay with people that use a lot of Bulwark trait monsters and stuff like that because of the Possess and the Freeze tied in one skill. So I just want to bring that up. I don't know why. Just did. So anyways, but I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Just want to share with you guys what I think is probably your best survival team, and it's going to make survival dungeons incredibly easy. Okay? Super, super easy. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future videos, don't forget to leave those in the down there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you liked the video, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button and show your support, and I will see you guys next time.